Good morning, welcome back for another video. Myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK, and it's currently raining 4 AM in the morning and a little bit miserable weather today, isn't it? Back in the nemesis today. Even though the fact that I woke up this morning, it was thundering and lightning when I looked outside. It's about 22 degrees still, so it's really weird. I'm actually getting pretty wet, but wearing a t-shirt still because it's that warm. Just going over a couple of the vehicle checks. So we're checking the tread of the tyre. A couple of ways you can check the tread is either get right in there like so, but the best way is unclip this section and then that a little bit like so. You get right in there and you can check your depth nice and easy. Electrics are all working nice as well, no issues there, no damage to the lens. Same again for the tread on this side, and there's no damage to the fuel tank or the AdBlue tank, and all the leads are all okay. Check it over here, yep, good. And then of course, no damage to the front. And just to show you how bad it's been raining, this whole road up ahead is actually flooded. Just arrived now at the hub to get my trailer, and waterproofs are going to be needed for this one. It's definitely days like this where it's just gone 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm outside in the throwing down rain, soaking wet through, thinking to myself, why am I doing this to myself? But then you remember the good days that you have. Keep a towel inside the truck. That's one of the best advice I can give anybody. Because when it's this wet, you don't want your clothes stinking, going mouldy. That's your waterproofs anyway. But you don't want to get everywhere else inside your cab wet and dirty or anything. So bring a towel, dry yourself off, and it comes in so much good use, it really does. Especially when it's weather like this, as I say all the time, you win some, you lose some, unfortunately. And today, we're not exactly winning when it comes to the weather. For today's little adventure, we're off to hopefully sunny York. I've got 3 or 4 drops around York, and hopefully they're around the outside of York and not York itself, because it is very tight to get around there. I've been there 1 or 2 times in the past. Not these businesses though, but York in general. It's not really HGV friendly, was it, when it was built? And then many years ago. Then after York, I've got 2 in Bradford. So I should be making it home today. Hopefully it shouldn't really be an issue. But with the weather the way it is, anything is pretty much unpredictable, isn't it? Let's be honest. I think the M62 on the way up to York is going to be really heavy by the time I get on there. Due to the weather, people can't drive unfortunately, and a lot more accidents happen. Just need to keep that lot more distance from the vehicle in front, don't you? It's really dark, these roads though. And with any luck, the weather won't be like this all day long. Hopefully it's a nice little bit of a storm overnight. By 6 o'clock, fingers crossed it's going to be done with. It turns out when I looked at the postcode last night, I seen a YO15, so I thought, yeah, York, no, it's not too bad, not real too far. What, an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours tops to get there. Yeah, it's East Riding of York, which happens to be quite far away from York because it's a 3-hour drive to get there, and in total 123 miles as well, so a little bit further than I expected. But looking at the full address, it's actually Bridlington. Yeah, a little bit further than I thought then. Just been doing a little bit of prep for the run I'm on today, and majority of them don't look too bad. There's one in York which looks a little bit sketchy, but however the first one in Bradford, I've been there before. It's like ICS UK or something, and yeah, that's a bit of a pain in the backside every time I've gone, because the way to do it, you got to do a blind reverse onto a loading bay, which is pretty tight, but then there's a big wall if you're on bay 1. It's I'll show you later on if it's the one I'm thinking of anyway. Hopefully it's not, but I think it is. Just finished getting loaded up. and the time is currently 5:25. Due to get there for 8:25 as it stands. Again, with the weather earlier, I think it's going to be probably more like 9 o'clock realistically. Should be able to get there in one hit though. Don't need to take any breaks or anything. It's quite a straightforward drive as well, just straight up the M62 and then to come off one of the A roads. Can't remember which A road it is off the top of my head, but then that'll just take you all the way down past York, all the way into Bridlington. Nice and easy, right? We hope. I've gone past Bradford, but I'm just coming up to Leeds at the moment. I've got 74 miles left to go and it's just approaching 7 AM. Traffic so far has been alright. It's not really been stop-start or anything until I've just come to this area now. So the roadworks have kind of improved the motorway. It's a little bit smoother than what it used to be, that's for sure. Sometimes be queuing up way back by the services just to get to Leeds back in the day. Especially when the roadworks were on anyway. Used to queue in further back. Matrix signs are currently saying 50, so it's not too bad. And at least it's moving anyways. Like I say, I was expecting a bit of traffic around here. And I've got around 7 miles left to go on this motorway until we'll go on to the M1 North. Just approaching the M1 junction now on the M62. Gone past Leeds, well kind of anyway, because I'm about to go past Leeds again on the M1. And if I remember correctly, coming back from Skelton Lake Services last week, there's some roadworks on the M1 as well, so that could be affecting this right now. But also on the M1 southbound, there's some traffic lights on the top of the slip road as you come off, which then causes a lot of backlog as well. So I think it's a little bit of a mixture of both. Shouldn't really take too long to get past it all. Well, I hope not anyhow. M1 south seems to be flowing not too bad. There you go, you got a van there as well, slowing down to try and come across into this lane. And 5 miles going to the signs over there for Skelton Lake. I've came off the M1 North and I'm on the A64 now, and it's pretty much just sticking on this road really all the way up towards Bridlington. Still got 51 miles to go and it's just gone 7:30. Sat-nav's currently saying 9 o'clock now, which I did say pretty much be around there because of the traffic around Leeds, getting onto the M1 etc. Then you got the roadworks just after Leeds area. So it was a little bit expected. I've not bought an overnight bag out with me today. Kind of wish I did, just in case, be on the safe side. But I'm not expecting to be staying out anyhow. I should be okay getting back. This is the furthest journey, and then I'm making my way back towards the depot really with the other ones. Hoping the weather clears up a little bit more for later on as well. Just real miserable today, isn't it? Unfortunately, it's one of them days. A little bit of a narrow bridge here. Currently on the A166 going towards Bridlington. So I've got 31 miles left to go. Nice little village I'm driving through. Nice little pub there, looks like a bit of Emmerdale, doesn't it? Still got 26 miles left to go. Just got to slow down a little bit around these corners, make sure the trailer doesn't cut the corner. I think we've got a bit of incline coming up now as well. When I checked Google Maps this morning, it's just on the outskirts of Bridlington, so it could possibly just pretty much be off one of these roads. It looked like a long A road going in towards Bridlington, and then it looked really weird actually on Google Maps because it was just like a small industrial estate in the middle of a farm field. It was literally that, about 10 units. That's how small it was. And the access looked a bit hit and miss. So we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, as they say. Just hoping the truck's got enough power to get up. I don't have a heavy load on, luckily. The speed is currently dropped down to 32 miles per hour. Foot is flat down, got a cruise control on as well. I'm down to 26 now. Come on, Nemesis girl, you can do it. 20 miles per hour. Oh dear. If I had a really heavy load on, I'd be stuck right now. Just try and wave a couple of these cars past. Another one tried to get past but then just stopped halfway through. They should have been able to carry on, to be fair. It's not like I'm going to be picking up speed right now, is it? 27 miles per hour. Oh, pick it up a little bit. Oh dear. Put your foot down if you're going to overtake me. Please. I don't want an accident. Now back down to 20 miles per hour. 18. 19, 20, you can't make it to mind up, can it? 23, 25, back to 23. Honestly, I don't have a heavy trailer on either. I've got 25 pallets on, and between 25 pallets it's probably 14 ton if that. Heavy load. I was coming over there with bricks. I don't know what I'd do, to be honest with you. I would literally be crawling up. Right, back up to 41. Just round the corner now. And the farmers are out in force today. You see all the hay bales what have been made. I think it's going around collecting all the hay. Loads out, seen a couple of tractors as well, spreading manure, or getting ready to spread the manure. Got a mile left to go. It's not been a bad little drive, to be fair, out in the countryside. Nice little view of the office for today, isn't it? Train crossing here as well. I was a little bit wary of them crossings. And this is what I was saying as well. We've got big farm fields here on the right hand side, and then we have this little bit of an industry estate, and then there's more fields just on either side and all around it. Arrived here, but not arrived here at the same time. I'm really confused, to be honest with you, because on the very front of the building it says the company I'm looking for, and then as you can see on the rooftop here with the apex part, it says a different business name. So I'm like, right, okay, sometimes they're owned by different companies. Then I've come round at the back, so it says for deliveries, come around this way. And then I'm greeted with this, which is all storage, or a car park or whatnot, because it's all different businesses what are at the back. As you can see down there, there's like porta cabins being made right in the distance. And then you've got a steel fabrication business here. And I'm not too sure if this is the business that I'm delivering to or not, but that's the first shutter I came across driving around. So I don't know if I'm here or not. I don't know where I'm going. So let's knock on a few doors, see if I'm at the right place. So yeah, turns out, wrong place, further down, next door. Which is very well signed for a goods in area. Job number 2 is 37 miles away and just over an hour's drive. Right then, let's try and get off the industrial estate. But it's a little bit of a tight one, because they've got a delivery at their point where I was originally. So let's take it nice and slow. Keep an eye on the passenger side for these big concrete bollards. And then the passenger side, very tight. But we've done it. And this is a really weird speed limit down here, because on the side here, as you can see, 9.5 miles per hour. 9.5. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. Unfortunately, this little catering van is kind of in the way, because I need the swing to get down and around past here. Might just make it actually. So I can't go straight ahead because that goes into another business. It's like a different yard. Yeah, I managed to get past there, alright. Just take it nice and slow. It's best advice I could give anyone, really. Don't rush it, just take it nice and slow. So if you need to stop, you can stop nice and easy. And do a left turn. So I had to do a right turn out of here, you see, so we can go back round to get unloaded. However, because I'm in a truck, I won't get the turn to do a left turn to get down towards this roundabout, so I've got to come over this little section here. Oh, we've got a little bit of a crossing up ahead. Front row seats now for the train going past. A little bit of a bonus points if you know what train it is, etc. Make and model and all that. I don't have a clue for trains, if I'm being honest with you. There we go. It's a passenger train, Northern. That was only a short one actually. That was very quick, wasn't it? I don't know, I was expecting to be there a little bit longer than what I was. It's always a bonus when it's short though, isn't it? Just going down that big steep hill, struggled getting up. Looks like quite a few trucks are struggling a little bit. Well, it's a nice view in the distance. On a really clear day, you can see for miles upon miles. I mean, I can see a good few miles at the moment, to be honest. Just letting the engine retarder kick in. Just trying to do a bit of the engine braking for me, so it's not as much pressure on the brakes. And then you got a little bit of runaway lane just there. Looks like it's not been used for a while, which is a good sign. I think it's like sand and gravel that lane's made up of, so it helps slow you down a little bit. Hopefully enough anyway before you go off the edge of the cliff. You can imagine over the time, though, a lot of people burning the brakes out going down there with heavy loads. The place that I just delivered to was, I think, 13 pallets. So that's about 7 ton or so, give or take. So I'm a little bit lighter now, at least. Job number 2. And according to Google Maps, it's down here on the left hand side in a second. But it looks like I might have to reverse out back onto this road. Hopefully I can actually turn around. Just make sure it's not in here on the right. Sometimes Google Maps is not 100%, is it? Can be a little bit off. That's not a big place, is it? It's big enough to get a truck around at least. That's good. Just depending on the cars. I think this is it just here. I think, anyway. Job number 3 is only 14 miles away and it's about 25 minutes drive. So York has a big ring road going around it, so we're going from one side to the other side. Nice and easy, just off the A road. Nice and easy, straightforward one. It's the way you want it really. On and off, 3 pallets. Let's go reverse down here, nice and slowly. And it's keeping it close to the hedge. If any vehicles come down, they can see me. I've got the hazard lights on as well. And when I'm just doing the turn with the steering wheel, I'm always doing it slightly, just a slight little set, slide around. That should do me there. Let's pull over, put the next postcode in. It's just in there, so I've got to try and reverse it in there. A little bit of a tight one, to be honest. Not a big gate to get in. Bear in mind, this is a wide angle lens as well, and opposite I've got cars, so I can't park into, well, drive into there and then reverse straight back, unfortunately. Change of plan, getting side tips on the main road instead. Winning. Unfortunately, the only way of turning around is like so. Now, be careful with any bollards and obviously the car. Should be all right there. Rightio then, so I've only got 2 now over at Bradford left, and one of them is not great. I'm like 95% sure it's the business that I'm thinking of. So I've never been there with SSO, but I did go there when I was with H&M. Can I get out that way? Can I sat nav? Yeah, I can. I was looking at that little T sign there, like no entry, but I think that's just for that little lane on the left hand side. According to sat nav, it comes right out onto the A1237. Thank you very much. My word, all these cars just parked down here. Oh. Oh dear. Right, according to sat-nav, you can go straight down there. Guess the sat-nav's not 100% right, so I'm going to have to reverse down. Ah, can't believe that's just happened. Oh, I should have trusted my instincts. As they say, you win some, you lose some. Unfortunately, that's a big L there, isn't it? So it's nice and slowly reversing back. If you're wondering why I'm not going straight, it's because I'm trying to snake it a little bit so I get good view on both sides of the mirrors. Keep checking the other side. Now let's go park up to one side so the cars can get past. We've got a car behind me as well. I've got to say though, that's the first time that's ever happened to me, that. In 2 years of driving these. Luckily it's a nice little straight road and not like a little bendy one through a housing estate or anything. I mean, if it was more built up area of houses etc, I would have probably not gone down. Trust my gut instinct. I didn't even question it as well, didn't I? At the start I thought, can I actually get down that way? But I trusted the sat nav thinking it was right. So good old Tom Tom. Cheers, buddy. Thank you very much. I'm not too sure if I've said it already, but my next job over in Bradford is 42 miles away and I'm looking at a 1 hour drive. I've currently got 3.5 hours left of driving time, so getting home should not be a problem. It should be up here on the right hand side. Yeah, that's the one. Yep. Yep. It's the one. It's the one I thought it was. They normally queue up just on the side as well. So I need to make sure I keep to one side. Okay, it's alright. It's quite clear. Normally you can't use that yard in front, so what you got to do is go to the left hand side and then reverse it down. I can guarantee they're going to say, oh, just go on B1 mate, or B2, B2 I think it is. It's a nightmare. Winning. So I've just spoke to the guys inside. I'm going to park up at the side, I'm going to get a forklift driver to offload them on either side, so it saves me waiting around to get on the bay and try and get onto the bay itself. You can see there's not a lot of space. I would try and rob a bit of their yard and then reverse round. But as you can see, just around here, you got a wall and it's very tight in between the wall and that truck. There is a bay there, believe it or not. Got one of their forklift drivers, he's just volunteered to do a bit of bank swing for me. Cheers mate, appreciate that. Nice and easy reverse. I spoke to one of the guys just then, and he's been on bay for 2.5 hours over. Now last time I was there probably 2.5 hours as well, and I was only dropping off like 6 pallets. So I'm just thankful that today's delivery was a forklift side tip, and I see that as winning. My word, the temperature, woo, it's gone warm. It is gone warm at the moment. 28 degrees it is now. You wouldn't even think it was thunderstorms this morning, looking at the ground here. Wow, it's just really baking, really. So I'm going to stick the aircon on. Next job is around the corner. 2 hours. 2 hours? Well, oh, it's not that long. 2 miles away. All it is, and I've got 2 pallets to come off. So hopefully, again, that's just going to be a nice pull up, take off, and away I go. And it's just near the motorway as well, so it's on the way back, which is nice. Nicely planned out today, hasn't it? Now, if you ever come down this road in Bradford, and I'm just about to get onto the A6177, just be careful because it is a very tight turn here. So I'm going to take both lanes up now, and that's a little bit free. I'm not blocking a lot of people. So I'm going to sit in the middle, and as you can see, if I'm far right lane there, I've got to be careful of the car, for an example the Audi, that could be in the same situation as where that silver car is in front of the Lexus. So if I'm in the Lexus position, I pull out, I'm trying to go around, the Audi is going to get squashed by the trailer. So I'm going to take up both lanes, so it's not tight, and I can just swing it out nicely. It's leaving the right indicator on, so the drivers behind know exactly what I'm trying to do. But do bear in mind, we are in Bradford, and you do get drivers trying to undercut you. Bradford and Birmingham are 2 of the worst places for driving. Honestly, I think they're worse standards than London. It's absolutely crazy when you're down here. The amount of times I've had near misses in Bradford and Birmingham is unreal. It's literally every single time I come and nearly have a crash. Trying to reverse out down one of the roads, you get people cutting and driving around you. You get people stopping right behind you when you're trying to reverse. You try and do a right hand turn, they'll just cut you up. It's mental. Absolutely mental. So always be vigilant. Keep an eye on them blind spots, because if they can't, there'll be a car in there. So I'm at the final place and it looks a little bit tight, as you can see. So I'm just having a walk around the yard just to make sure there's enough space to turn around, etc. Yeah, that seems to be enough. I should be able to spin it there. It's always good just to get in, double check, get out your truck. a nice big swing to get around. It's a nice little place, that, isn't it? But yeah, should be able to spin it here. Just got to be careful of the side of the building. I don't want the trailer to swing too much. Got the trailer nice and straight. You alright, mate? Yeah, not bad. Do you work for Walton's?
I own it, yeah.
Alright, perfect. I've got...
You could have jumped straight in.
Oh, it didn't look too great there, so I drove in, spun it round where I am now.
Yeah, it's alright at this time of day.
Yeah.
Fucking nightmare when
Yeah, I spun it here anyway on the spot.
Not bad, that.
Yeah.
How many have you got?
Just 2 pallets, mate. Yeah.
Just,
about here.
Sick. Yeah, she's just going to bring her car out.
Time has just hit 3 o'clock. All deliveries are all done. And now I'm making my way back towards the depot. I'm hoping, I really am hoping, that's going to be me done. So by the time I get to the depot, it's looking at 4:15. Still a little bit early for finishing, if I'm being honest with you. But I did start at 4 o'clock this morning, so it's still 12 and a half hour shift. Because the traffic etc. on top, I'm probably going to say about 4:30 realistically getting back. I mean, I could technically max it out if I wanted to do 15 hours, and I could work until 7 o'clock tonight. Nah, I don't fancy doing that though. I've got stuff that I need to do tonight. Caravan shopping, I think. They haven't seen a caravan for sale, so I'm going to go around and have a look at it, see if it's worth the money or not. It's a pretty cheap one. It looks decent on the pictures, probably more of a project to like do it up. Buy it cheap, spend a couple of grand on it doing it up. I think that might be the best way forward, to be honest with you. And then save money in the long run on the holidays, because all I have to do is hitch it up and then off to Scotland to go, or Wales, or wherever in the country, or even Europe, to be honest with you, if it's half decent. Brother-in-law, he's got a moisture reader, so I'm going to try and rub that off him. I'll see if he's available to pop round tonight. He can come with me, he's got a caravan himself, he knows what to look for. Hey, talk about caravans, hey, so it could be me in a few months' time. Off we go. Driving on the M62 just by Saddleworth Moors, and it's a lot different driving back than what it was on the way here, with all the rain and miserable weather on the way up. It's just glorious, nice views, really hot. I mean, really hot, it's like 27 degrees at the moment, and it just makes such a difference, doesn't it? Nice weather, that's all you need. Get rid of that rain, wind, dark mornings. Well, it's starting to come towards winter again now, isn't it? Soon be here, the dark mornings, getting up, pitch black again. Well, actually this morning it was pitch black when I got up, but saying that, it was 3 o'clock in the morning. It just looks so much nicer now, doesn't it? Traffic looks quite heavy up ahead though. Hopefully there's not an accident or anything. Hope it's just a bit of congestion. Just got to ease off the accelerator a little bit. So much for an early dart then. Currently 4:15. Sat nav still saying 10 to 5 getting back to the yard. Now if I get back to 5, I'll be happy with that, really will be. By the time I've dropped the trailer, etc. and parked up, done the post checks, the vehicle and the trailer, it'll be about 5:30 finish. Again, I'm okay with that, that's not too bad. It's quite a good day that. 13 and a bit hours. And I'll still do stuff in the afternoon. Well, in the evening when I get back anyway from work. So I don't feel like I've wasted a day. But if you get back at about 7 o'clock at home, by the time you've had your lunch, you've had a shower, etc., got everything ready for tomorrow, had your tea, then, do you know what I mean, it's like, what, 7:30, 8 o'clock? You can't really do too much then. But if you get home for, say, 6 o'clock, by the time, like you say, I've sorted my lunch out, got me dressed, had tea, etc., it's 7 o'clock, I feel I can then sit down, watch a bit of House of Dragon, or whatever TV series watching that time, or even stick a film on, and then have a good night's sleep for the next day. So anything around 6 o'clock and before, I class as a good time to finish. So I'm still getting the hours in at the same time then as well. And just like that, time is hit 5 o'clock, I'm back at the yard, just dropping the trailer, and then that is me done for the day. So I'm going to enjoy the evening, you do the same, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks very much for watching, take care, bye for now.